What is a cat? Is it an alien? I'm Dr. Howard, and it's Alien Hour. And today on Alien Hour, I'm joined by my cat, Tobor. Two of the questions that I've been asked the most on Alien Hour are the ones that I read at the beginning of the episode. What is a cat? And is it an alien? As somebody with experience in both veterinary medicine and paranormal research, I feel uniquely qualified to begin to answer these questions. Cats are very mysterious beings. For example, researchers are not even sure how cats purr. And there are many questions about the cat that remain unanswered. Scientists are researching these aspects of the cat in their laboratories. But because I do not have a laboratory, and because I have instead knowledge of the paranormal and the occult, I'm going to look at a different aspect of the cat that could not be studied in a laboratory, but can be studied by me. And that is the geometry of the cat, and specifically the geometry of Tobor. And I believe through studying the geometry of the cat that we will gain insight into the question of what is the cat? This idea first occurred to me when I was observing Tobor sleeping in the form that I refer to as the kitty spiral. This is a common form in cats. And observing Tobor in the kitty spiral, I had the hypothesis that this spiral was a manifestation of the Fibonacci spiral or the golden ratio, a piece of sacred geometry, and therefore the cat as a manifestation of sacred geometry. And of course, Tobor is a perfect specimen, but for this hypothesis to hold true, it would have to be relevant across other cats as well. A quick internet search revealed to me that the kitty spiral is in fact a manifestation of this piece of sacred geometry. And so immediately we find that the cat has sacred geometry in its form. So this led me to wonder if there are other forms of sacred geometry in the cat. We will begin by looking at the cat head. And what do we see in the head? We see three triangles, and three circles. And this is already important because we're already finding another piece of sacred geometry in the two sets of three being the Trinity and three being a sacred number and another manifestation of sacred geometry in the cat. So there we already have two. And then the triangles, if we look at them, the nose is really a triangle, but the ears are more of a pyramid. And this is important because where do we find pyramids? In Egypt. And cats are from Egypt. But also, many people believe that there's a connection between extraterrestrials and the pyramids, which leads me to then believe that there is a connection between extraterrestrials and cats. And then the circle is the pyramid squared. And so we have a connection between the pyramid of the ear and the circle of the head and the circle of the eyes. And the circle, of course, is one of the most sacred forms in geometry. It symbolizes unity and wholeness, but also, importantly, it symbolizes the macrocosm and the microcosm together because many things are in the form of circles: seeds, planets, stars, atoms. Many things take on a circular form, and cats as well. Because as we know, the other way, as we know, hey, as we know, the other way that cats sleep, other than the kitty spiral, is in the form of a circle, or as Coco the gorilla, rest in peace, would say, all ball. So again, we have this microcosm and then macrocosm, the geometry of the cat reflected in the whole being of the cat. And so again, we have as above, so below. As above, so below. As above, so below. So there we see that there are many manifestations of sacred geometry in the form of the cat. And so therefore, when we're asked the question of what is the cat, we can answer that it is a manifestation of the sacred geometry and the microcosm and the macrocosm that runs throughout the universe. And if there is in fact an extraterrestrial connection, which the pyramid form reflected in the cat leads me to believe that there might be, then perhaps the mathematical and geometrical forms that are reflected in the being of the cat are then a coded message from some kind of extraterrestrial or universal force to us. And so that is my answer for what is a cat. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode of Alien Hour. And thank you so much to Tobor for being a good guest, as always. If you enjoyed this discussion about the geometry of cats and the sacred nature of the geometry of cats, please subscribe to Alien Hour. And as I mentioned before, people have been asking me this question. They've been asking me this question through Instagram mostly, where occasionally I will have open sessions where people can ask whatever questions they want. So please follow us on Instagram as well if you would like to participate in that. And we also we post there quite a bit. So that's at Alien Hour, and I'll put the link down below as well. And I'm not sure if it'll be out at the same time this episode is out, but I have started a Alien Hour blog, and hopefully there will be some posts up by the time this episode comes out. So I'll put a link down below for that as well, but it will be blog.alienhourtv.com. Thank you so much for watching. I really rely on all of you to help with this research. I'll see you the next time the clock strikes Alien Hour.